All right, let's see if this is working. Oh, look at that, I'm hosting. Cool. So it did work. We're going to open this. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me right now. That's okay. Because no one's there. Okay. Can you split tabs in Arc vertically? Yeah. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully audio is good. We're gonna go get rid of this screen and slap myself there. Hello. Okay. We are working with Jenny today. Jenny is our lovely robot to make us tests. So, I was actually just messing around with it and we ran into an issue right away. I have it working like proof of concept, and like today I just want to make it better. But I haven't tried it on this project yet. So we're gonna need to fix some issues here. Where I try to put it in the same directory twice for some reason. Don't know why that happened. So let's go investigate in our generate test method. No, what's it called? Generate test command. Ensure directory exists. Put into the output path. So this output path was, let's see here, wrong. Tests. It should have just been this portion. So where did we go wrong there? Test, okay. Output path is generated file name. File name should have came from OpenAI. Huh. It may, let's make sure it made the directory actually. Yeah. So tests, projects, did its thing. Test feature projects. Something must be wrong with this output file path. So we'll do this info. Writing file to. And we'll put file path, do that for now. Then we'll know if this is wrong or... Yeah, because I can't imagine that. Okay, whatever. Composer build. Kind of the downside of... Whoa! Josh, what's up, man? I started with Helix in like, I think it was like May of 2022. I don't actually remember though. Okay, so now we want to run Jenny again. We don't have a test file, and we want to output it to tests. We want to generate a file for index projects, and it'll tell us where it's going to go. Oh, is that why? Output path tests feature projects. I think that was right. How's it been, Josh? How you doing? See your like and view again. Can you also let me know how the audio is? All right, what do we got here? Hyping up the view. Awesome, thank you, sir. Okay, generating test file. What? Generating test file. Why did it not log my stuff? What's going on? Generating test. Oh, didn't even get that far, it seems. I actually don't trust that it actually is. I think I lose the output inside of spin here. Yeah, so let's see here. I have the README will explain it more. And I have it working on client projects. I just probably shouldn't show them on stream. Otherwise, I'd give you a better example. But what it'll do is, let's find... I'll actually show you the command because then you can see the inputs. So you call, there's two different versions. There's test generate and there's generate test and generate detail test. They do the same thing, but in different ways. And I was trying to see like if giving more detailed instructions to ChatGPT resulted in better results. But basically you give it your OpenAI key. You give it the location of where it should write the file to, the output file. You can give it custom instructions. So this would be what I have in my current one is, what do I call it, Jenny instructions. Like, you know, use PHP unit, use proper name casing, make sure you return void for everything. You know, like our preferences essentially is what you give this. In the client app example, we have like a dozen or so, probably even more, like helper methods that are available to tests for like creating users in specific roles and all that stuff. And so I provide all the method signatures here so it knows what's available to be used. And then you give it a example test path if you wanted to. So you can say like, hey, here's an example test of like what we think is a good output, right? And then it'll ask you for, where is it here? I don't know why that went there. It'll ask you what files you want to generate for, and then you can search through your like source files. So that's what I was doing here. If I go generate here, like where's the example test file? This project doesn't have one. What do you want to test for? And then it's just searching through my local project to find files. And so I can check off like I want index projects tested. I don't know. Right now I'm just using it for for spring-loaded folks to use to generate tests. Haven't really thought more farther out than that. Mostly I just want to use it for me, you know, so that I can be like, hey, I wrote let's see what this index projects thing is here. So I haven't worked on this app. This is just like a sample Laravel app. It's going to be an internal tool for spring-loaded, but this projects controller, whatever it's supposed to be doing, so indexing projects. You know, if I just write this portion, and maybe I should give it a proper request or at least some validation, you know, it can go do 4 test cases for me. You know, make sure it's valid, make sure someone without access can't get it, make sure a guest can't get it, make sure like the title's correct on the meta or something. If you plan it right, I think this could be a pretty Oh, actually, quick question. Is the stream showing your chat correctly, or is it like half off the screen? I'm gonna quickly modify that because it's going way too fast for me. Half off the screen, yeah. Why? Oh, that's me. Don't move me. Chat and alerts. Why are you way over there? And then you're too low now, right? Chat box. So it's gonna start at the bottom and go up. Oh shit! Son of a gun. Sorry, bear with me. I'll give you this so you can see what I'm doing. believe there's a height thing somewhere. Yeah, let's go. Whoa, 600. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Do you mind? It's gonna be infinite loop there if you do it now. Okay, do you mind sending one more message there, Josh? Think it should be better. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Maybe slightly bigger. I don't know how to... Son of a gun. There, okay. Oh, background's gone. Oh, I moved. Which way do I need to go? Oh gosh, I'm holding spacebar. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to move my no camera to be a little bit to the left. Good enough. Okay, cool. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Boop. Cool. Thank you for the boop. What were we talking about? Oh, I was reading your, if you plan it right, I think this could be a pretty popular thing. Something along the lines of what? Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. If I can get it to work, like, that's the key is I need it to work reliably for myself first, then our team, and then if that all works fine, I need it to work for like other people's style of Laravel projects. Like I have a pretty specific standard that we follow in terms of like naming things and always having a request and a bunch of stuff like that. So like ideally it's pretty easy to get dialed down on that. And then if everything else can come along and as long as it writes like not, as long as it writes like semi-human tests, you know, that's the key. But before we get there, we need to figure out why. Well, I guess two things. Why did we not get a info log? Generate test 77. Yeah, so I got there. Okay, so I don't care about this. I'm just gonna slap that in there. Let it build. I could actually probably just test it. I was gonna say without building it, how can I test it? Yes, index. Okay, let's see what happens here. The build, Jenny's written using Laravel 0, so it's just making a binary. I could call it with artisan from within the Jenny directory. I just don't know if I could, how would that work? Hang on, let's think about it. Like I could be like, art test generate, that'll run. No. Oh no, it's PHP Jenny test generate. But it's gonna be for this code base, and I don't really want to sample it on Jenny right now because I don't have a like HTTP endpoints I want to test in Jenny. Okay, so our output file is wrong for whatever reason. So back to generate test 77. So I gave it output path. Oh, so it must be adding the file name for me. So this is the prompt I give it. Output. What do I tell about the output? The namespace for the test class you generate should use a file's location in. Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I don't need to do. Really, this is This is really generated file path. I don't really care about that. And then this can be no, that can stay the same. This can become generated file path. Okay. So give me the contents, give me the name. Really, that should be path. We could probably fix that, I guess. Come on, file path, and then in here we say file path. Okay, so it'll give me a file path, including the name .php. Ideally, it matches up to this exact path. Just a little bit of risk there that it gets it wrong. I will provide to you a series of input files. I need you to generate a single Laravel test class as your output. File name. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. File name. This file name should not include the directory where the file will be stored. See if that's specific enough. And then this could probably get moved up. The test class will be output to the following location. Okay, let's see if that helps it at least, and then we'll undo our change here. And we'll say dd generated file path, and this, yeah. Okay. Build. Okay, what else we got going on here? To try again, index. This is the worst part about AI stuff, is you just gotta wait all the time. Wait as you burn your money on tokens or credits or whatever they're called. Alrighty. Cool. Okay, so give me a name, give me a path. That looks better. It'll do that same whole process again. I should have just done it from the beginning. This is generated file name with a uppercase N. Output path. Okay. Build. Let that go. And then ideally we should get a test in. Yeah, we should get a test that should be runnable. We should actually make sure quick that we can run tests in this project. Yeah, okay. Sail up. I'll do that in another. Okay, sail up. Let's make sure our tests are working before we start to build more tests. Cool. Okay, so generate, run Jenny again. I wonder how popular, or how well streaming on Twitter will work. 15 views so far. I'm probably gonna echo. Oh no, good. And then I think most on YouTube. Yep. Cool. Okay. Oh, echo. Don't do that. Sorry. That might go on forever. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, so we want to go this index projects test. Let's see what it did. It's gonna use. I'm gonna close YouTube so I don't get distracted. Oh, okay, good idea. Do you think I should reading your message now, Josh? Do you think I should when you see my tweet, like, it's not a real tweet though, right? Or did I actually tweet something? Oh, it is a tweet, so I can reply to it. Just like that crypto trader did. Thank you, crypto man. We're gonna block that guy, and then I'm gonna link to Twitch. If feel free to watch on Twitch as well. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize it'd be like an actual tweet on the profile. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the test that Jenny generated for us. First off, let's just see if it runs. Cool, that's okay. Don't expect perfection all the time. Oh, well, I don't even have a database set up, so that's not her fault. Let's see here. I need a testing environment. This is all fine. We'll go spring-loaded tests. And then we'll do Postgres. What? Docker is running. Oh, 5432. Oh, forwarded port, yep. And then env. Don't have a forwarded port. Forward. It's forward DB port. Is that what it was? Forward DB port. What is this one looking for? Post. Do I only have one Postgres one? Okay. Edit. That. Don't care. 433. Okay. Save. That's good. It's good. We're gonna try that again. Okay, yeah, I see. I agree. The one thing I don't like about like videos in general is I can't figure out how to get how do I say this? If I capture, like right now I'm technically capturing at 1440p and then it's downscaling to 1080p, and every time I downscale the colors just get so washed out. If I don't downscale and just like output what my canvas is, it's fine. But then like the services complain that you're streaming too large. It's like and I can't do 1080p source because then the monitor looks like crap and I can't read it. Okay. Well. Anyways, okay, let's migrate this. Let's make sure I have a database. Okay, cool. And then we'll do the same thing for testing. Yeah, that's not going to exist. So we're going to go here. Why is this not working? env. Okay. Laravel password. Okay. Don't care for that. Save. You have to give it a database? Is Postgres a database? Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I know. It's very... I've probably spent like 10 hours in like the past week messing around with it. And still have no idea what the heck's going on. Okay, so now we're going to make one for... my spring loaded... testing. Testing. Yeah, inconsistent. And then also I need to do the database port forward thing here. Forward DB port 5433. Okay. Hooray. Okay, so now let's see if our test runs. Cool. That's okay. That's okay. Still could not translate PG. Why not? Also, my TISMs. Here, what? Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm at 720p right now on a 27-inch monitor. Everything, like, I could go to the other side of my house and still read this. It's so big, you know? But it's what you got to do. Why did it not like this? Can I translate? Could not translate hosting PGS, which is what it is inside of Docker. So env is PGSQL. Is it not running in Docker right now? Oh, and okay, so that seems like it's a test problem, but why when running inside here does it just give up right away? There's no way. I should be running in Sail. Let's see, config, keybind, keymaps, TF. Where is that stuff configured? Sail. Yeah. You're running Sail test. So just gonna really quickly test another project. Index project. Program test TF. Okay, so something about my environment in that project. Let's just do quit exit. Okay. So yeah, what's the deal here? That won't, yeah. These are the worst kind of problems to have, is these dang environment things. Okay, so PGSQL is the service name. I'm gonna restart, restart this just in case. I need to switch that off. What's the error? The error is when trying to invoke the test through NeoVim, I could not translate hostname PGSQL to address, which is usually the problem I get when I'm running, like, I could probably recreate it actually. Hang on, let's see. Arc test. Yeah. So like when I'm trying to execute the test via PHP on the host instead of inside Sail. And so if I went, vendor bin Sail test, it'll be fine. It'll error on something else. That's okay. We'll get there in a second. I just want to see why, like, my shortcut to run my tests should run through Sail, but it doesn't in this project. I just don't know why that would be. Why else? CVim config again. Keymaps TF. Test the nearest test, and then set up. Oh no. Plugins, Sail. Yo, Wilbur, what's up, brother? I do stream on YouTube. I should be youtube.com/OwenConti, I think. You need to use localhost and then the localhost proxy. Yeah, but every time, like... Okay, wait, the other thing, though, is I can run it here, not there, wrong directory. I run it here from the command line, and it goes through Sail correctly. Just when I do it through within NeoVim, only in this project, it don't. TP, which is, can I do which TP? No. Yeah, okay, which T? So vendor bin sale test parallel is what I ran when it worked. And it should, like cvim config, plugins, sale. When I execute, when I execute my test runner in NeoVim, it should be using sale. It's okay, I don't want to spend too much time. I can just do this for now. It's just annoying. And it's probably some silly, like, it could be a PHP version thing, maybe. I'm on 8.2 here, but I'm on 8.1 everywhere else. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's okay. All good. We'll do some old-fashioned... Actually, we could do one of these. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. So... the error was it was complaining that the user ID on team doesn't exist, which is true. A team has many users, but does not have one user. We're not going to do that. I don't have enough screen real estate to be doing that. So yeah, this is not a thing. We can just delete this. That should be okay. And then loading the projects page, we should get a okay, the correct view and projects attribute. And then a guest that will fail to the login page. So the only thing Jenny kind of missed was, let me see what my instructions were for her. Factory. Oh, I didn't tell her to use the good factories. Okay, let's do that. Use tests, use controllers. Yeah, so yeah, this is what Jenny generated. Let's go back. I'll undo everything. This was the whole thing. So she put it in the correct namespace. It's in tests, feature, projects. Good. She did our imports, and these are real models that exist. Test case, it's all the base stuff. Like, it's not very custom in this project, obviously. Yeah, Wilbur. So Jenny is our tool to generate. Right now, she's going to generate tests for us, but I have other stuff I want her to do. Oh, the other thing she can do right now, actually, she can do it, is generates proposed test classes or proposed test cases. So there's a generate test names, I think I call it. And she will, let's see, generate test names. You'll be provided with the contents of source files to generate test names for. Please only output them. And so she'll give you, it's like basically method signatures of tests. And then, yeah, you could fill them in yourself, or you could get her to implement them for you. So what were we doing now? I forget. Oh, Josh, yeah. So yeah, this is what she generates. She generated 2 tests. Guests cannot view their projects, or cannot view projects because they're unauthenticated. And then users can view their projects. The one thing she missed with this one is she didn't, like, I'd be generating projects here. Oh, I didn't actually realize I had factories. Okay, cool. That's cool. New for team. I don't know. Count. I never remember where to put count. Is it first or at the end? Let's just do 3. You know, I like to see that, and then maybe like the other thing she could have done, and I don't blame her for not knowing this, is the hybridly test methods. Yeah, I think she could do that. Yeah, we could make one that's called like just trying to think where I should put it. Goals for this app. Test, yeah, test implementations is basically what that would be. Human writes the test cases and Jenny implements the test methods, yeah. No, I have not. But maybe one day in the future we would. Or maybe one day in the future Jenny will just be gone because Devin will be here, I guess, right? Yeah, it's a bleak future for us, I think. Okay, so let's undo her mistakes here. So there's no user when you make a team. The factories can be improved, so we're going to tell her when creating factories, use the factory new method instead of model factory. Okay. I don't know if it'll be open sourced, Wilbur. I want it for myself first, and then for the guys that spring loaded, and then I don't know, maybe paid if we ever get that far. We'll see. Imagine if you could just write your code and Jenny is running in the background, writing the test. And yeah, refactoring as needed while you change the. I mean, that's not that far off, you know. It would be inefficient right now because it has to go to OpenAI. So if you could get it to be local one and then somewhat quick with inference, then yeah, you're good. You know, you just be like, Jenny, watch your app folder or like some directory, right? And anytime there's a change, exit, write a test or update the test, and then yeah, go from there, run it. Okay, so we're going to make a user, we're going to make a team, we're going to associate them. That can get bundled up to a helper later. We're going to create projects, and then so now hybridly we'd go this acting as user, get that page, assert. I'm going to need the hybridly docs for this. Testing. Assert, okay, yeah. These really good. So the view would be projects.index, I think. And then do they have assert hybridly property? Yeah, cool. Okay. Assert hybridly property, and that'd be projects property projects, and I can just do the count, I'm pretty sure. And then the other thing I would want to do is outside scope. Project factory, we just generate a new one that make sure it does not get returned. Okay, so can't run that inside NeoVim, so I'm gonna go here. See what we got wrong. Is it hybrid property? Yeah, okay. Hybridly. Okay, go again. Property view. Oh, so you can't do the count thing. Why would this not just be this wrapped up for you? That is annoying. Okay. Let's see. So it's going to be, let's see if I can forget T. Properties. Do this whole thing again. Properties. Projects. Yeah, Hybridly is great, and Enzo has been fantastic to work with. Assert hybrid properties, good. Projects 3, okay, try again. There we go, test passing. But let's go. And then still, this doesn't work, I imagine. Yeah, okay. I don't know why. It's got to be a PHP version thing. Although that doesn't make sense. Okay, so she got that pretty close. I guess I have not committed in a long time on this project. We're just not going to commit anything for now. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, we sponsor him now for Hybridly because it's just so good. And he's just so active, I guess you could say, on the maintenance and the upkeep of it. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, so let's see. I don't even know if I have any other endpoints in this project right now. Oh, we have a show project controller. Okay, so we updated Jenny's instructions a little bit to do the factories. So let's give her one more task to generate for the show project controller. If I can find where I had that. Okay. We have no. Oh, actually, we'll give her the example test that she already wrote. So test feature projects index projects test.php, and then we're going to do it for show project. See what happens. So ideally, she gets a little bit closer. For two reasons. One, because we updated her instructions to generate factories better. But then two, she's now given an example test, so she knows what the output should be. So we shall see. Wilbur, you still there? Cool. Done. Let's see. Show project test. Okay, so namespace, good. Don't know why. How's Give Butter been, buddy? How's it been going? Don't know why she import something that wasn't used. That seems odd. That's okay. Project status, good. She found that. Okay. Methods look good in terms of signature stuff. Returning void, small comments. Nice, that's awesome. User factory, so she got this factory wrong and this factory right. It's, okay. We're gonna act as a user to load that project. Good. Oh, look at that. She learned how to use the hybridly methods just by giving that example test. And then guest cannot view specific project. We make a project. Can't view it. Good. Then the other one I'd probably want here is guest or user cannot view like a different team's project. But let's just see if it runs first. So let's run the whole suite again. Got a failure. What do we got here? Not a valid hybrid response on line 27. Okay. So I'm gonna do. We have to just look for that one thing. Okay, so we got an error when loaded. Oh, this one just might be bad code that doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Show project. See if we can fix this controller. What was that? Team. The attribute current team either does not exist or current team on user. Create users table. What am I missing here? Current team. I have a current team ID. The attribute current team ID either does not exist or was not retrieved. Where's this even coming from? Okay. So handle hybrid requests, current team does not like that. Why does it not like that though? Does that not exist? Maybe we just need to be explicit here. I don't think you do though, because it should be using this name as far as I know. Maybe not though. Okay, see you, Josh. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. What am I doing wrong here? What is going on? Auth user current team. Auth user. Oh. Do you have to tell Laravel nowadays that like what attributes to load or what's going on? Is it because it's if it was null, it would still be here, just be null, right? There's a name, email, no current ID, no current team ID. Why not? Laravel model attributes. I just don't know what it could be here. So I have a user. If I went current team ID, which, let's see here, my spring-loaded testing users exists in the database. Shouldn't have to define it here. Okay, run that. throws instead of returning null. Is this one of those strict mode things? This wasn't strict. Okay, so it's got to be this, right? Strict mode. Should be strict. Gosh, how do you... Still don't understand, like, what's the error again? Is it not returning from the factory? I get, okay, the error itself is... Come on. Let me just take it away so you can see it better. Hang on. DD goes away. Okay, so the attribute current team ID either does not exist or was not retrieved for model user. It's coming from this line where we're trying to use current ID to load the current team, or sorry, current team ID to load the current team. And auth user here is maybe auth users is strict in what it pulls from the database now. Is that a thing? Because if I go, okay, here, if I go app service provider, let's take that off for now. Then it like the request goes through, just fails. The test fails, which is okay, that's expected. And then if we go back and do app or handle hybridly or hybrid requests, DD auth user. Yeah, still current team is not getting. I don't know why, like, I gotta be missing something silly if that attribute's not getting retrieved, right? Let's DD the factory. So show project test, DD user here. Okay, current team ID. So I expect this to be null. Just be explicit in the factory. User ID, or sorry, current team ID. Could actually probably be just a team factory. But let's see. Let's do null first and see if that gets us somewhere. So show project test, then just dump the user. Current team ID null. Okay, good. As expected, right? So now it exists as part of the generated during the factory. This one though, unless... Oh, okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. This one here. Or no, sorry, handle and hybrid request. Okay, so we're still dumping it there. Good call, Wilbur. And that seems like almost like a bug, you know? The user object that you pass in acting as will be the exact instance that you get in your like request. Which that does not seem right or good. You know? You'd think that they go back to the database and just do their thing. Yeah, or like store like a... Yeah, store the ID, store some sort of like session thing. Although I guess because what's happening really is when you call get, like Laravel is like faking that request, right? It's not like a second process that actually goes out. So, okay, cool. Well, that was useful. Thank you for your help. Good to know. So now, yeah, exactly. Something like that. Serialize it up and then, hey, look, I have it ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to go back to user factory. I am going to make that a team factory, which means I won't have to... Oh, actually, that's not going to work. And then we'll do... Can you do like a... That's okay. Let's leave it as null. Let's do 4 team. So call it with team, and then for team becomes with team, right? And then we'll do after, we'll create a team in here. Team factory new create. Don't have a team there. Okay. So now we're here. We are going to fix this factory Jenny made. We're going to hit the show project. We're going to make sure we get a valid hybridly response. So TF. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Better. Does not match expected value. So now our assertion's wrong again. Project will not be just the project ID. That's fine. We could just do project.id. Probably show project should just be giving one project. So project.id is project ID. Try that. Let's go. Cool. Okay. So we have, let me fix something quickly here. Will Barry still run in Vim or NeoVim? Or did you actually ever get into it? There we go. Okay. Oh, what? Didn't get into it, or you stopped? How do you... Sorry, I'm trying to screw with YouTube right now. How do you just go? There it is. Okay. Oh, and of course it's a new tab. Okay. So are you still in Storm or Code? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I started with Helix, and so I could just do like, you know, like get used to the Vim motions rather than commit all in. Makes it easier. Okay, so Jenny got us pretty close here. She was wrong about the factory. I'm gonna make... I gotta note this somewhere. March 15th, 2024. Okay, so Jenny notes stream. Used incorrect factory creation or factory method. Right, she did that right beside using the correct one. What else did she get wrong there? That was really it. I mean, oh, she got this wrong too. So let's say like incorrect assertion on hybrid property value. Asserted an ID on an object. Yeah, okay. And then everything else, this test was just completely right, and then I guess she missed a test. Missed test for accessing project the user does not own. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take her output, her corrected output, which actually I'm going to undo the corrections. I want the raw output that she did, and then I'm going to rename it to Jenny1, and then we're going to do it again, but we're going to try the detailed method. So let's just go up until we find Jenny. And this will be test generate detailed, I think. Example test would be, oh, actually I should put this in the command line. Example test file is tests feature index project test. Shit. I don't know. What is that? Jenny builds Jenny help. Okay, Jenny builds Jenny list. Jenny builds Jenny test generate. Example to path. Okay. Test generate detailed, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What do you want to generate test for? We're going to do show project again. Ooh. Extra test feature index project test. Index for our projects. Ignore me. Okay, projects. I'm going to do it for the show project controller. Okay, so if anyone's actually still here, Jenny will... I'll try to explain it via showing you, I guess. There's a simple way to do it, which is this first one, which is basically, hey, I need you to generate me a Laravel class with tests in it. I have some custom instructions for you on like how I like things formatted. I have an example test file, which I think is great. So I want you to try to replicate it, but for the context that I'm giving you. And then source files are the context. Like I need you to write a test for these things. And it could be multiple. Like in the case of Laravel, you could give it a controller and a request, for the same endpoint. The detailed version is a little bit different. There's no one prompt for it. So it would be generate test detailed. No, generate detail test. What it's going to do instead is it's going to grab your source files. It's going to say, hey, Jenny, go off in one request and generate me all the test names, essentially like test signatures that you think we should test for this chunk of code. Second, it's going to be like, okay, you've given me, after it's given us the test names, we're going to be like, hey, I have these test names and I have these source files. I want you to go implement all the tests for me. Okay. And then finally, you have basically a bunch of implemented test methods, but then you need like the rest of the class. You need the class name and you need the imports and you need the namespace and all that stuff. So merge test here will go and basically smush them together and then go do the imports and all that stuff. So in my head, the detailed one should get better results because the steps are broken out and you're like, hey, go generate. Your only task is to focus on test names, right? And then your only task is to implement the test methods. And then your only task is to merge them together. So you'd think it'd be better at doing that in the detailed way, but so far my results have been completely the opposite. Detailed almost always has been worse. So what I wanted to do today is, like you can see here, even already, and I'll explain this in a second. What I wanted to do today is try to like improve the actual Jenny code to work with OpenAI better so that it produces more reliable, better results. But like, here's an example. So I have cat Jenny instructions, right? This right here. When naming our test classes, we use the verb noun test pattern. For example, create verb user noun test, right? Store program, index users, etc. Okay. The test that she generated, view project details test, close. So one thing I want to do here is let her know the available verbs are going to be like the 7 CRUD methods, right? So I'll do Jenny instructions. The available verbs are create, read, update. I don't call them the actual things though. So create, update, store, delete. I like delete instead of destroy, and index, and edit is in there too. Edit. So like hopefully this is kind of step 1 in getting her to know like what is available. Create, show, edit, update, store, delete. Okay, I think that's it. And maybe like restore. So that's kind of step 1. And then the second thing you'll notice that she did, only in the detailed version, right? In the summarized version, she got it right. But in the detailed one, she only generated 1 test. So if we go open view project details test, oh, interesting. I wonder if my output is broken then. Generated test names, she only gave us 1. How did she generate 2 tests out of that? Generate, what was it? Yeah, generated test names. Generated. Interesting. Okay, so she generated I think she still generated 1 test, but we'll just slap some more info in here. Generated, let's do this, test names count. And we'll slap that in a parentheses and think like that. Okay. So we'll know how many she generated. I think 1, and then yeah, and then she went and did it. Okay. So after she generates test names, she's generated the cases. That looks like this. You'll be provided with the contents of the source files. Yep. Wait. Go back. Oh yeah, I'm doing it in batch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So she's given the test names. We loop them up, build an array, and then send that array to OpenAI and say, hey, I have a batch of requests to make. Each request will be a single test case and the name and the source file. So again, there should have only been one, I think. But somehow she got two. And then the final step, which is maybe where it went wrong, she merges them. And let's see here, so merge test cases. Yeah, this is a simple instruction. Okay, so merge test cases. You are a bot that generates a Laravel test, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's a chance that she actually generated it here. Okay. But that being said, even if she did generate it here, like there's missing namespaces, or sorry, missing imports. There's imports that are just don't exist. This project status is not a model, it's an enum. Project factory or app factories does not exist. The model was not used. So like the detailed way, it's not as good, you know? At least not right now. So I'm gonna leave a note. So we do simple generation, and then detailed. Imported classes that did not exist. One second. All good. Okay. What else did she get wrong? Use incorrect factor. That's the same problem as last time. That happened again, and then I don't know why you do that. Imported or eager loaded relations within the test, or eager loaded relations for a model that she generated in the test. Okay. What else do we got? Twitch says we have 4 viewers. Is anyone actually out there? I know Wilbur had to hop off, so I appreciate that. Appreciate him tuning in. How do you see your chat? Okay. Sorry. Okay. This part's fine. She made the request correctly. She didn't get the import right. She got the assertion kind of right. The formatting is weird. And generated the same number of test cases as the simple version. And then incorrect naming of test class, I guess. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to go back to the simple version. And essentially I just want to tweak the prompt a bit. This is not the simple version, this is. So yeah, right now I basically send one giant message, one system message to OpenAI. I want to break this out. So generate test. I'm going to make a bunch of views that are more specific. Hello, gosh. I'm going to call you Lil Frosty. Okay, I got that. How's it going, man? Or woman, person? Thanks for the follow there. Man, your guys' names are crazy hard to get. Elmy? Ooh, seems like a Spanish name. Cool, how's it going? Where'd you guys come from? Are you into programming? Oh yeah, there's not many Laravel streamers, I'll tell you that. We are working on generating test cases for Laravel with OpenAI. I guess technically it doesn't have to be Laravel test cases, but I'll use it to generate Laravel test cases. So we're writing a Laravel 0 application, and we're just kind of tweak it right now to send some more stuff, send some more messages with OpenAI instead of one big message. So I'm actually going to take some of these views and split them apart. What do I want to call it though? Okay, so we'll call this one generate test custom instructions. We'll make another one called source files, and then one more called, what would this last one be? Example test, maybe. Okay, so in custom instructions, we're not going to have any of this stuff. We don't really need to do that anymore because we're going to call the view explicitly. So I'll say, I have some custom instructions for you to follow them, Please read them carefully and follow them exact. Let's see what it does there. Okay, so that's all we need for that one. Always love how different everybody's code looks like. Yeah, for sure. What are you using? What editor? Source files. We're going to take away all this stuff and just do the basic really at the bottom. The following, yeah, messages. The following, I'll do a little bit different. My list of source files that I want you to write tests for are below. Okay, we'll do that. And then, what was the last one? Example? I was VS Code for, I don't know, a long time, probably like 5 or 6 years before I switched to NeoVim. Just decided to hop into Helix editor one day and haven't looked back. You know, I definitely recommend it. Like my tweets, I think it's linked in the panels. It's better is like a hard word to use there. It's better for me. You know, it might not be better for you. It's better for me. I'm a big believer in not having to wait for your hands or your fingers, I guess, if you will, your extremities to catch up to your brain, right? So like as an example, if I was in Codeland and I had my file explorer always open, you know, I'll see people like, oh, I need to go open this file, and they'll like come over here and they'll scroll and they'll click in some folders and blah 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 blah, you know, and then I found my source files file, click it and open it, right? But like to me, I know, hey, I'm looking for source files, like I should be able to find that, you know, like instantly, like as quick as I can without having to go like, use my mouse and go find it and stuff, right? So my hands are already in on the keyboard. I don't type correctly, but my hands are on the keyboard, so I can just go space FF source, and then I find what I'm looking for, you know? And that's not to say you couldn't do that with VS Code. I'd hope you do that with VS Code, but like you just continue to do that. You do that like more often. Same thing with like manipulating files. This is where I struggle. There's just like so many Vim shortcuts and stuff that you can learn. And I find like I try to learn like one at a time and reuse it and use it and reuse it and use it, and then go on to the next one. So like the latest one I learned was using F to go to a character in a file, or in a line, sorry. So like if I want to get to B here, and there's no other B's in the way, right? I go FB and I'm there. But I also have a plugin that I use, which is called, I think it's called Hop. And you can hit S and then see in the bottom left, hop 2 characters. So you can type in up to 2 characters and it'll like search for those and tell you what character now I can press to go there. So if I want to go to this S, I can hit K, you know, rather than again being like, oh, I gotta like move my hand, grab my mouse, find where my cursor is, go find the S, you know? Yeah, exactly. You know, you feel the pain, but you just haven't gotten to be able to get to that next level of solution yet. You know, and basically you just gotta like feel the pain enough or watch other people. Like the Primogen, I think he's probably the best or like most popular example of like, Vim's the greatest, you know, like I'm so fast on Vim. And just to see him like move around and do his thing, and like he's never waiting for his hands to catch up. His brain is always leading, you know. Okay, all that to say, now I forget what I was doing. We're doing example tests. Yeah, let's rewrite this one. I have an example test file that I would like you to mimic. Please study it carefully and follow the patterns. Yeah. Except for these, it'd be in this file. Frosty, where are you from? Okay. Bulgaria. Oh, where is that? Eastern Europe is that is. Cool. Man, it's got to be late over there. Midnight or something. Probably past midnight, isn't it? Like 9 p.m. here. Yeah. Yeah, 11 p.m. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so what do we got here? So we've split these. I need to take generate test. It'll now get split into a... Actually, it's not even going to exist. Oh, actually, yeah, it'll be just that portion. So it's like the basic instructions. We're actually gonna copy this one more time. We're gonna do system message. Yeah, call it system setup. Get rid of that, and then generate test. We'll get rid of this. Okay, so now if we go back to our test, we are going to switch all these up. Actually, I'm going to do these inline, I think. Oh, a long time. I've been using it probably since 2013 maybe. Not full-time though. Full-time, I've only started with it since 2021. I've always used it as for like my side projects, just because like PHP was so easy, and Laravel was so easy. But yeah, in 2021, I joined a startup that was using Laravel. I mean, actually, that's not true, actually. I did full-time contracting in like 2018 with it. So I've been around the ecosystem for a long time, basically, put it that way. And actually on my YouTube channel, there's a bunch of videos from like 2019, 2020 that I did on it, and some other stuff. Yeah, I really like it. Community's great. Everything's great about it. What about you? How long? Okay, so generate test needs output. This will be a user message now. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I probably started like 5.1 maybe, 5.0, something like that. It was right after 4. Like I don't think I ever did just 4. What did you do in between? Did you go like CodeIgniter or Raw Symphony, or what did you do in between? Okay, generate test. After we generate test, we're going to, I need to remember what I had here. Custom instructions examples. Custom instructions. So an FC, there we go. What I call that? Example test. And then last one would be source files. Source files. Okay, so for custom instructions, we need custom instruction contents. Oh, I guess I actually, oh yeah. Ooh. Hang on, I want to undo this. I don't want to lose all that stuff I had there. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you're not using Blade. What front end do you like? I need to switch up this music 1 second. Oh, let's switch. Oh, next, okay. So we're into React. Okay. This I want to go here. And examples to go here, and source file to go here. Okay. So we're going to send the system setup message, which has no inputs. Yep. I'm going to send generate test. I'm going to rename that one actually to generate test instruction. Yeah. Generate test instructions. Yeah, that's fair. It's also like it's different, you know. Like I write my website is in Blade just because it's so simple and like static, you know. But you know, I got all my components and stuff here, and it's very basic, right? Article summary. There's not much to it. It's just basically HTML. A couple like custom components. But like if you want to go, you know, full on web app or more interactive, maybe Livewire. Not my cup of tea right now, at least for bigger things. So you gotta go Reactor View or one of those other new ones, Svelte or something. Solid maybe. Okay. So we've broken this out now to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. I think they should all be user messages. The first one's system. Actually, let's do OpenAI docs, chat completions. I want to see if there's another. option. This is not the same API, is it? What? Okay, role system, role user, role assistant. Yeah, I don't doubt that. It's pretty simple. One of the nice things of Laravel, it's getting, you can just use it for whatever you want to do, you know, just need the API, not a problem. Just want Blade, not a problem, you know. I don't know what this difference. Oh, okay, assistant. Okay, cool. No, this is okay. Okay, we're gonna run this again and see what we did wrong. Unreleased version, we'll test it out. And we're gonna hop over to our example app and we'll run it again, but we won't do the detailed one. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I could go here. Hang on. I could go capital FD. Okay, cool. Test generate instructions. Good. Yep. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to rename that view one. What was it called? View project details. We're gonna call that .Jenny detailed. Yep. Okay. Go again. Go back. Or FD. Cool. Only right now I have to build it because 1 second. Shoot. Show project. Oh. I have to build it right now because I haven't given it enough thought on how to run it from a different directory. It's a Laravel 0 app, so it builds a binary. And so I just build the binary and then I call the binary from a different directory. In theory, I could just give it relative paths, I think. And I think it would be fine. I just haven't done it, so I just build it every time. Okay, what's not right? Generate test is not found. Where's it not found from? 61. What you mean you're not found? What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How did that happen? Please say I have that. Risky. Yikes, just lost it all. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me take it back a second. Wait, here, let's do a little, Haha, okay, pencil time. Over here, we have Jenny in our little Jenny project folder. And then over here, we have our example app, right? When you call Jenny, you give it source files and example files and an output directory. That's supposed to be an E, right? I think I could be inside the Jenny directory, so I'm in here, and give it relative path files to this, because this app here, the example app, has the files that I want to generate a test for. It has like a controller, and it's really just controllers, right? So I want to run Jenny on this code base over here, but Jenny lives over here. And so, yeah, I think I could be like dot slash, example, example project, right? But instead what I'm doing is I'm generating a binary, and then I go into this directory over here, and I go dot slash to the binary, but then I'm like relative to this directory, I don't know if that made sense, but I don't know why sometimes oh, I see. If I hold the pen and I can't go left and right. Got it, okay. Yeah, so that's just why I build it right now. Okay, we got a bigger problem though. Here now, I've accidentally overwrote this file. And we're gonna have to redo all that stuff I just did. Okay, great. Whew, that's painful. Okay, we go again. Let's do this and this. This could be user, and then then we're gonna have this in there. Okay. X, P. That goes away. That goes away. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is actually this one. It's gonna be view system setup. Apologies, we're gonna have to go through this again. Render. Then the next one was gonna be custom instructions. No. Generate test instructions. What does that need? Generate test instructions. Just needs output path. Yeah, I kind of apologize to people when they watch, although this is the first like real stream I've done in a long time since using Vim. But like when I'm like screen sharing with people on calls and stuff, it's like, you gotta sorry. Not much that I can do to. That's kind of the point of it though, right? Like you can do what you want in terms of your brain. Except my brain sometimes goes too fast and I don't want to delete these things. So I put those there, then delete them here, then go back. Have you seen the Primogen on YouTube? Or Twitch? Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. I think I have him as one of my like other channels down below. I don't know what it's called on Twitch. Recommended channels or something. Custom instructions. Yeah, this will go up here now. That. Then I had example files. Oh wow, okay, cool. You should definitely follow him. Although he's not, I don't think he'll be online now until Monday, but he's big into Vim and he's very entertaining and funny and yeah, he's a good follow. Not Laravel and stuff though. He does more low-level stuff like Rust and Go and C, and he works at Netflix. I got a reality check that ain't that good. How long have you been? No, you've been doing it for a long time though. So why do you mean you're not good? Not good at what? What am I doing here? Source files. Okay, so I have custom instructions, example files, source files, custom example test, not example files. source files. Okay. Okay, we go again. Let's try to not wreck that this time. And we'll go to a test project and run this again. Show project. I've been doing it 10 plus years now, I guess. But let's say professionally before. I'm trying to use whatever works for me. So I guess I picked up a lot of bad practice. Oh, yeah, whatever. There's no one right way, you know? Best you can do is always, next time you pick up the keyboard, improve a little bit more than you did yesterday. Oh, got a stray. Chat system, blah, 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 blah. Do you watch other people on YouTube? Or like Laravel or anything? I gotta build again. Okay, to go again. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we get tired. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I know that feeling. It's, it can be hard to learn. Honestly, other than just, like, learning or, like, reading through code of other projects, you know. But that's also boring, so, like, it's hard to recommend that. Okay, let's see how good Jenny did here today. So before we get into it, I'm just going to label this one so I don't forget. This is Jenny 2. What'd you get wrong here? Okay. Okay, factories are wrong. We're going to go notes. Simple Jenny with broken apart messages. Let's see here. So both factories are wrong. Test, user can view a specific project. That's okay. The request looks good. This might even work. I'm not, I don't think that'll work. Or it shouldn't work. That's not how it should be done. And yeah, okay. So really didn't import user and the tests are, and the factory is wrong. Incorrect factories. Import user model. And then kind of okay. Use toArray on the model for the assertion. Yeah. Okay, so let us fix these and then see if it runs. New user factory, new Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, I definitely recommend trying Laracasts and just watching those videos. Jeffrey Way, and he's got a bunch of people now working for him. They're just awesome videos, and you know, things like that. He'll keep you up to date on new things that come out and new features, I guess, if you will, PHP and Laravel. And do you work for a company right now, or do you work for yourself? Okay, let's see. I gotta change this music. That's driving me nuts. Okay. Show project. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not gonna find it because I renamed it. Oops. Show project test. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that 2Array not a good way to test things. I can't believe she didn't get this right. Maybe I'll give her better instructions here. Do not use the factory helper function. Try that. And then when asserting test responses, do not use 2Array. Instead, compare static primitive data. So all in all, I mean, I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to delete test feature project show project test. Run it one more time with the updated instructions. Actually, before we do that, index project. Oh, I gave her. I think she generated this one. Yeah, so the thing I just deleted, I should not have deleted because... Okay, that's why she's using the wrong factory method. So I'll just fix this. And then... user factory new. I got them mixed up, that's why. So I'm gonna count 3. We're gonna count 3 projects. Yeah, okay. I'm also gonna give her another example test case where user cannot view other team projects. Do that instead. So that would be this one. So we create a user. This could actually be user new with team. And we'll just drop that. This could be user new with team as well, and we'll fix that call down below. Team will be user current team. I think that'll work. Okay, user cannot view other team projects. Good. Create the user, make a project. They can't see it. What's wrong with all these? Not used, not used, not used. Good. So we'll run tf index projects. Okay, they pass. We're gonna remove the show thing again. I gotta figure out why my Vim. It doesn't matter. Remove show project test. Good. Okay. Yeah, that should be okay. We're giving her bad data. So we got our instructions. We have our output. We have our example test, which is the one we just fixed. We'll run it. We want to generate a show project. We'll wait. Check in on the viewer count. We got 4 viewers according to Twitch. If there's anyone else out there, Little Frosty's here with us. If anyone else is there, you know, holler in chat. How you guys doing? Hopefully we get better results this time. perfect. Oh, okay, cool. Show project test. Quick check the messages. 1 second. Nice. Project status did not get imported. Okay. Okay, I gotta write these down again. Notes. So simple Jenny with broken apart messages, but with a proper example test. What did she do? So she got the factories right. Can't be doing that. Okay. Got the factories correct. Missed import on enum. And then use a static ID in a route when testing authorization, but that would return a 404. Needs to use a ID that we know exists. Okay, so let's run it and see. Oh, actually, I gotta import that status. Oops, SPP, no. SP, this one, a import. Yep, that's like a default Laravel. Comes in. Where is it coming from? Base test case. Interacts with authentication. So that's a default Laravel method to like say this request is going to be authenticated as this user. So I'll see if I can throw this in chat. Yeah, this acting as. Okay. So I think the rest is good. That ID is wrong. That's okay. We'll run this first and see. Oh, wait. Did I miss that? Oh, no. I'm just gonna put this. It's not okay. Yeah, just for test. Just because we're in a test. So, because we're sorry, that's not a test. Because we're in this test, we extend test case, which extends base test case, which has the trait that adds that method to this class. If you're making APIs, how are you testing your APIs right now? Or do you? Some people don't. That's okay. What was I doing now? Why is project status still not found? Yeah, okay. I see you. Okay, so instead of this, we're going to do the same thing we did before. For right now, we just care about the ID. All good, brother. So the place you work full-time, or like, you know, for money, they don't do testing, or are you the only developer? The other thing I want to do was just check. What was I doing? Jenny. Yeah, I told her do not use the toArray method. Oh, okay, I see. Do you guys get a lot of backend bugs, or you're pretty solid that you don't need them? don't need the tests. Assert response data response by comparing primitive values such as, I don't know if that'll help. Excuse me. Okay, so we should be able to run this test. They both pass. The second one is passing, but I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not how I'd write it, though. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I've been there. Yeah, I mean, excuse me. One thing for me is, or let me ask you this. Do you, when you write a new controller or API endpoint or whatever you want to call them, do you have like your next app running and then you like go test it in the browser or in the mobile app or whatever, and you're like, that's how you're confirming that it's working? Oh, I just did that. It's like my caps locks. I wonder if it's getting dirty. It's like not working all the time. Okay, I think I'm gonna call stream here. Basically my testing has not proved, I shouldn't use the word proved, has so far shown that using split messages is no better or worse. You know, technically they all miss this one. So if I add that to these, like the simple generation has so far still been the best. It's crazy. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like the opposite, where if I'm doing something backend only, I will not even test in the browser. I'll just write a test for it, run the test. Test is good. You know, that's my testing. So like, you know, if you think about it like that, the time of me writing the test is roughly maybe a little bit longer than testing in the browser, but I only have to do it once, and then it's constantly running. So you should try one day. Just like spend, 15 minutes getting like a very basic like root test to hit a 200 or something, like they have example test in the Laravel apps, It's like one of these, just get something to run, get it so you can run it when you hit T, or even like PHP artisan test. And then every day at the end of the day, or as you're working, you just test it, add one more test to it, then get it going in CI and GitHub Actions or wherever you're running your stuff. So do a little bit of time at a time, you don't got to do it all at once. That'd be my recommendation. Okay, I want to commit some stuff here, so what do I got going on? Composer, there's an extra space here. I don't know why that is. Working on splitting Jenny or test generation instructions into multiple GPT messages. Yeah, that's all you can do, man. Don't get down on yourself about it, and see what you can do. Like I said at the beginning when you hopped in, it's like, what can you do tomorrow that's a little bit better than today? I think there's something like compound. Oh, I can't even do daily. See? If you improve yourself 1% every day for a year, you'll get that much better. You know, not full truth there. It's not actually how it works, but that's the idea. You know, it's 1% more. That's all you need. Okay. I don't know what all is in this to commit. Definitely some stuff. Yep, that's all good. Oh, I think that's why I couldn't run the test correctly. No, maybe not. I don't know. Figure that out later. I really don't need that. Don't need any of that. Okay. Hybridly update Jenny instructions. Something like that. And then the rest of this we will dispatch of. Cool. Okay. All right. Thanks, Frosty. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting. Yeah. Sort of my plan at the moment is figure out traits and how to better use them after that interfaces. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. If I could explain traits in like a sentence, it's define a bunch of methods and allow them to be used within a class, you know, or multiple classes, you know. So I have this like chunk of methods here. Wait, I'll go back to my drawing board. Pause. Okay. You know, so I got class A, and then I have trait, and I have class B, right? I kind of explain them to myself as components. Yeah, kind of. I mean, if you had like a method called hello here, right? And you had I don't like to use real examples because it won't make sense. If you had a method called greet in this one and like shout or something here, right? And if they both use this trait, then their available methods would be greet and hello, right? Shout. What happened to my little drawer? What the heck just happened? Why can't I draw over here? Okay. You'd have shout and hello. You know, you get the idea. And then the biggest thing or the next thing to understand is like they don't have their own state. You know, it's not like there's an instance of a trait. So if you had like name as a property here, so that's a property of name. I don't even know if you can do that, but if you can, the name in this one would be different than the name in this one, right? They're like complete. Oh my gosh, apologies for that. Oh, they're completely separate is what I was gonna do. You know, it's almost as if you're like copy pasting this code and putting it into this class, and then copy pasting this code and putting it into this class. Whereas which I guess is kind of like React component, you know, you'd have you have a component here and you have an instance of it here and an instance of it here. So yeah, it's similar in that case, yeah. But I more so think of it as like, I really just want to write this code once and have it be in two places, you know. I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, exactly. You know, you can delete all that duplication. That's kind of the idea. But okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna end stream there. I appreciate you hanging out. To anyone else I watched,